tossing of a coin, single or true. Okay, so let's first work on a single coin. So let's say whenever you toss a coin, there could be either a head or a tail, right? So the two outcomes of tossing a coin are heads or tails. So how many outcomes are there? There are two outcomes in all, right? Now if someone were to ask you what is the probability of getting a head, or maybe a probability of getting a tail, okay, so how will you find it out? Basically the probability of getting a head is a event, right, or a favorable outcome. So what are the chances of having this favorable outcome? 1, right? And what are the total number of outcomes which are there? It is 2. So the probability is 1 upon 2 or 0.5, right? Similarly, what is the probability of getting a tail? There's only one probability. Why? Because in a single coin there is either a head or a tail. So the favorable outcome is how many? 1. And the total outcomes are what? If there is either a head or a tail, so there are total outcomes is 2 out of 2, which is again 0.5. Now let us take the case of two coins. When you take two coins and toss them, what are the possible things which may come up, or possible outcomes? Both the coins may have head, right? Both of them may have tails. The first one may have a head and the second may have tail, or the first one may have tail and the second one may have head. So there are 4 total outcomes in all. Okay, so your number of outcomes is 4. Now depending on these outcomes, there could be several questions which can be asked. Let's say someone were to ask you probability of getting no heads. So in how many cases do you have a situation where there are no heads which are present? In this it is there, in this it is not there, here also it's there, here also. So the number of favorable events where you don't have any head is 1, right? And the total outcomes are how many? 4. So the probability of getting a situation where there is no heads is 1 upon 4 or 0.25. Second could be probability of getting no tails. Again, there are no tails only in this particular option. So there is only one favorable event. Out of how many events? There are a total of 4. So the probability is again 0.25. Third, probability of getting at least 1 tails. Now this is interesting. What do you mean by at least 1 tails? At least means either 1 or more tails. So what are the situations where we have either 1 or more than 1 tails? Here obviously it's 0. Here it is 1, so covered. Here, so 3 cases. So the favorable outcome are how many? 3. Okay, out of total outcome of 4. So this becomes 0.75, right? So basically this is the kind of question that you get mostly on tossing of coin.